There is a look that veteran venture capitalist Marc Andreessen says his firm, Andreessen Horowitz, actively searches for in the founders they fund. It is not a look of bright-eyed optimism. It is not the polished smile of a salesman. He calls it the grim look. It is the stare of someone who has seen the abyss, who has, in his words, fully internalized the horror of what they're about to do. And I says, we love that look. It is like caviar. It is an acquired taste. It is the flavor of someone who is no longer naive, someone who is ready. Welcome to Founders in the Fire. This is not a series about business plans or fundraising strategies. This is a series about that look. It is a journey into the internal furnace where that grim resolve is forged. It is a survival guide for your soul. Because before you build a company, you must first survive yourself. The journey begins with that moment of clarity. The moment the romantic dream of being a founder dies, and the brutal reality of the job clicks into place. It is the recognition that you are standing at the base of an impossibly tall mountain, in the dark, with no map, and you are the only one who can take the first step. This is the truth that produces the caviar look. It is the stare that looks at an investor offering a naive suggestion after a 20-minute pitch and thinks, "You idiot. I have bled for this idea for 5 years. You do not understand." It is a look of supreme, earned confidence. Not arrogance, but the quiet, unshakable conviction that comes from having suffered for your idea. But that look is the end product of a painful process. To get there, you must first walk through the fire of your own doubt. You must confront the voices inside that tell you you're an imposter, that you're not smart enough, that you're going to fail and humiliate yourself. Ben Horowitz, Andreessen's partner, famously said that, by far the most difficult skill I learned as a CEO was the ability to manage my own psychology. This is the work, the real work. It is the daily, hourly battle to quiet the noise of your own fear so you can hear the faint signal of your own vision. Steve Jobs, a man who personified the caviar look, knew this better than anyone. He believed you had to be insanely passionate to be a founder, because, in his words, any rational person would quit. That insanity, that irrational passion, is the fuel. It is the one clear flame that refuses to go out, even when the winds of rejection and failure are howling. So the first step is to acknowledge the horror, to look it right in the eye, to accept that this path you have chosen is, by any rational measure, insane. You have chosen to sail a tiny raft into a hurricane. To admit this is not weakness. It is the beginning of strength. It is the death of naivete. It strips away everything but the essential. And what is essential? That quiet, stubborn flame inside you. The thing that won't let you stop. The thing that makes you get up in the morning when every part of your logical brain is screaming at you to go get a safe job. Your job is not to ignore the horror. Your job is to stare back at it with that grim look and say, "I know, and I'm doing it anyway." This is the foundation. This is the concrete you pour before any walls can be raised. It is the acceptance of the struggle not as an obstacle, but as the path itself. In our next episode, we will explore the profound loneliness that comes after this acceptance. We will walk into the quiet, echoing space of being the only one who truly believes and learn to find strength in the sound of our own footsteps. For now, the practice is this. Look in the mirror. See past your own hope, past your own fear, and look for that glimmer, the grim resolve, the caviar look. It may be faint. It may be buried under exhaustion. But it's there. Acknowledge it. Honor it. It is the most valuable asset you have.